We now return with part 2 of Leopardleer's hunt. There was a shocked expression on his face, his jaw dropping. Finally, he responded, "Okay, let's go." Leopardleer quickly ran out of the camp, leaving everything behind. Her and Russet Snarl made their way across the river to safety. Slowly, the yowls and screams of their clanmates began to quiet. Once far enough from the camp, her body collapsed on the muddy ground. "Are you okay?" Russet Snarl asked, quickly coming up next to her for support. She was crying. I'm such a coward." After resting and taking a few deep breaths, she managed to get back up. Russet Snarl was looking down at the ground. "Leopardleer, it feels awful. I get it. But we have to think about our kids now." She quickly tried to dry her tears with her paw. "Yes, maybe the barn. We could stay there for now." She knew that she had to be strong. This wasn't going to be easy. That's fair. A good idea. Can you make it that far?" he asked, obviously worried about her condition. Leopardleer looked over. I want to be with you, no matter what. I love you, Russet Snarl." "It's not too far, thankfully. I think I can make it." The Tom gently nuzzled her shoulder. "I feel the same. Let's go to the barn." "We'll be safe there, I promise, Leopardleer. I'll protect you and the kids." She nodded, so happy to have him, and they both carefully walked to the barn. Just before dark, the two cats managed to make it to the barn. Thanks Darkland, it was empty. They would be safe here. It's now quite a few moons later, and Leopardleer had her kits. 3 healthy kits. Goldfish Kit, a orange and brown she-cat, Koi Kit, a white and brown Tom, and Perch Kit, a dull sandy-colored she-cat. Unfortunately, none of them really looked like Leopard, but she loved them all very much. Russet Snarl had just returned with breakfast, a nice-sized hare. Koi purred softly as he began to awake. Leopardleer's ears flickered as she opened her eyes. It was a beautiful warm morning. Leopardleer was curled up on a hay bale with her 3 kits, enjoying the nice sun. "Good morning, guys. Breakfast," he said, setting the hare down on the wood, then reached up to the hay bale to gently nudge Leopardleer. The rest of the kits had all began to move and wiggle and wake up as well. "Oh, good morning, dear," she purred. "Thank you." She gently began to nuzzle and lick her kits awake to show them that breakfast was here. They all took turns yawning and letting out small mews. Leopardleer asked in a serious voice, "Did you spot any Shadow Clan or scent them? I'd love to take our kids on a walk, but, you know." During the last fight, Shadow Clan managed to drive out most of the River Clan cats and murdered anyone who stuck around. They were the last clan in this whole area, and they were huge. Russet Snarl gently tapped Goldfish Kit's head to wake her up. "Nothing new, dear. They haven't been over here in a while, to be honest." "That's good," she purred. "It should be safe for a short walk after breakfast. I want to teach the kids to swim." The kids that were now awake were stuck on the word Shadow Clan. "What Shadow Clan?" Perch Kit asked, her head tilted. Koi Kit leaped up. Shadow Clan? What Shadow Clan? Goldfish Kit mewed, wanting to also be a part. Leopardleer gently hushed her children as Russet Snarl spoke. His eyes sparkled. Really? I'd love to. Do you think they're old enough to swim, though? I think they will be fine. They are our kids, remember? She looked down at her kits, a little worried. Shadow Clan is an evil group of cats. We need to avoid them at all costs, okay? Goldfish Kit shuddered. She was definitely the smallest and most nervous of the kits. Leopardleer looked down at Russet Snarl. There should be a pond nearby. She could tell her kit seemed a little riled up. It's okay. Don't be scared. I promise we'll protect you. Goldfish Kit leaped down and ran over to her father. The two of them were very close. You know me. I just worry, she said, gently nuzzling him. She quickly gobbled up her portion of breakfast after letting the kids have their fill, leaping to meet Russet Snarl. Koi Kit leaped up excitedly. Does this mean we can walk outside? Leopardleer chuckled and looked at her son. I'll see if I can find some water nearby. Russet Snarl gave her one last little nuzzle before she leaped down and began to leave the barn. She managed to find a calm river not too far from the barn. As long as both of them were with the kids, nothing bad should happen. Returning back to her family, she could tell they were all talking about swimming. Poor little Goldfish Kit didn't really like the idea of swimming, but she would change her mind soon. Leopardleer looked at them and finally spoke. There's a river, but it's a little bit of a walk. Perch Kit was so excited she jumped off the hay but landed on her back. Ow! Letting out a small gasp, she quickly went over to her daughter, helping her up, just as Koi Kit leaped down. Mom, let's go outside now, please! Since it was already getting late, she had decided to start with a small walk around the barn. Then maybe tomorrow they could try to make it to the river. As soon as they left the barn, she showed her kits the purple flower called catmint. This is called catmint, and it can help you if you're feeling sick, I think. She wasn't a medicine cat, but she knew a little bit about herbs. Perch Kit shoved her nose into the flower, causing her to sneeze. Koi Kit was just happy to be outside and began to gently paw at the plant, while Goldfish Kit gently picked some up, making sure to stay close to her father. Leopardleer led the kits to a small chicken coop. Even though the barn was abandoned, Two Legs still roamed around from time to time, but thankfully they weren't here tonight. These are chickens. Usually they're always in this cage, and we don't really want to eat them and upset the Two Legs, but they are fun to look at. The rest of her family quickly joined her as Koi Kit spoke up. They're lucky that they're safe in there. She couldn't help but chuckle at her son's eagerness. Goldfish Kit made sure to stay close to Russet Snarl, as everyone else got a better look. Yes, I suppose, but we're free, which is what matters most. Yeah, I guess, Koi Kit responded. Leopardleer was suddenly on alert when she heard a twig snap behind them. She whipped around, Russet Snarl also on the defense. Behind a nearby rock was a small calico kit. Not one that she recognized, but thankfully it wasn't a Shadow Clan cat. Walking over, she spoke. Who are you? The kit seemed to kind of be trying to get away, but eventually looked up. Huh? How did you see me? The kid asked, genuinely surprised that Leopardleer could see her out in the open. The she-cat responded, "What are you doing out here alone?" Her motherly instincts were kicking in, but she also already had 3 kids to take care of. Hopefully she could figure out who this kit belonged to. The ever-curious Koi kit walked over to see what was going on. I'm just exploring," the kid explained. "Oh, okay, just be careful," Leopardleer responded. Hearing one of her kits yelp for help, she quickly put her attention back on her family. It seemed like Perch Kit got pecked by a chicken. While she was checking over Perch Kit to make sure she wasn't seriously hurt, Goldfish Kit took the opportunity to sneak away. Perch Kit in the background could be heard sneezing. She did that when she was nervous and scared. But Leopardleer turned around and followed her daughter, Goldfish Kit. Thankfully, she wasn't very far. She was only playing with the Calico Kit, but Leopardleer frowned. "Do not run off, Goldfish Kit. It's not safe to be out here, even with us. If you run off, you can get hurt." "But I'm just making a friend," Goldfish Kit responded. The Calico Kit spoke up. "I am exploring. Do you want to come?" Leopardleer shot the kid a disapproving glance and then looked back at her daughter. "You need to ask before leaving. Do you understand?" Before Goldfish Kit could even respond, Leopardleer turned back to the Calico Kit. "No, she does not." "Oh," the Calico Kit frowned. Leopardleer sternly spoke. "Go back to your family. I'm sure they miss you." The Calico Kit shrugged and mumbled, "Okay," before walking off. Leopardleer didn't notice that Goldfish Kit gave the other kid a little nod. She was too busy worried about Perch Kit. "I think something happened to your sister." Hurrying back, she could hear Perch Kit speaking to Russet Snarl. "Chickens are evil." "Is she gonna be okay?" Leopardleer asked, turning to her mate. Russet Snarl nodded. He leaned down and nosed her to help her on her feet, chuckling. "She's fine. Just got a little pecked. Come on, goofball, on your feet." Perch Kit reluctantly got up, but eventually did, still sneezing. Leopardleer let out a relieved sigh. "Now you know to give them space, though," she chuckled, gently teasing her daughter. It seemed like that was enough action for one nightly walk. She turned back to the barn. "Let's go back. You guys can still play inside." The group all got up and began to walk back. Koi Kit let out an annoyed, "There's nothing scary, Perch Kit, so stop sneezing." She let out a tiny sigh. These kids were sure rambunctious, but thankfully everyone made it back inside the barn, and she curled up on a hay bale, ready to just watch them play and relax. "You may play anywhere in this barn, but stay inside, please." Just as she finally curled up with Koi Kit and got comfortable, she had this overwhelming feeling of dread. She needed to go on patrol. She had a feeling like something was going to happen. Quickly, she leaped off and walked over to Russet Snarl. "Dear, I'm going to go on a quick patrol and also hunt for some dinner, okay?" She smiled, trying to hide this feeling she was having. "Alrighty, I'll tire him out," he chuckled, just as Goldfish Kit leaped onto his paws as if she were a warrior. She smiled and took a look at her family. She loved them so much. "Thanks." She nuzzled him one more time before leaving the barn. As she traveled, she wondered why she had such a strong feeling to see what Shadow Clan was up to. most of her time was spent avoiding them at all costs, but she just felt like something wasn't right. Crossing the Thunder Path, she made it into Shadow Clan territory. She would just go look around, see if anything was out of the ordinary, and then head back. Thankfully, Leopardleer didn't find anything unusual. She was slowly creeping back when she heard a voice. "I swear I saw a cat." Her heart sunk. Why did she do this? Why did she come here? She slowly tried to creep away, hoping the warrior on the rock wouldn't spot her. It was too late. The Shadow Clan warrior had picked up her scent and was approaching her. She froze. It seemed like there was more than one. Oh, no. Maybe they wouldn't recognize her, so she tried to sound confident. Sorry, I was just looking around." What? What? Why? The Shadow Clan cat hissed. Leopardleer took a step back. I need to go." The black she-cat chuckled. No. Leopardleer's heart was beating out of her chest. "Please, just let me go. Just say you didn't see me." She was practically begging at this point. The second warrior quickly turned back to camp. Oh no, was he going to get more cats? She began to get even more panicked. "I should have never come this far. Please, please just let me go." The Shadow Clan cat remained silent, only taking a few steps closer to her. "Just pretend you didn't see me, okay?" Leopardleer tried her best to convince. Everything was still, and tension clung to the air as the scene fades to white. You now see Little Sprout sitting in front of you. Hi guys! I hope you really enjoyed this second part. I'm so sorry it's taken a little bit longer. I've been really busy with work and, life, but I'm going to try to get them out as soon as possible. But they do take a lot of time for the voice acting and the editing, so I just want to thank you guys for kind of bearing with me, and no one really complains or anything, so thank you so much for that. I'm also working on a ton of stuff behind the scenes. A few little sneak peeks will be related to the theme songs and maybe longer versions of them, which is really exciting. I'm also working on the $5,000 Little Sprout history video, which I'm going to talk about a little bit very quickly. So I'm going to release a trailer first, and their trailer is going to include some professional voice actors as well as some people who auditioned, and I'm very excited, but I'm still waiting on some lines and stuff like that. So yes, lots of exciting stuff coming soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to support this channel, if you like my comments, if you like my videos, anything like that. Or like my content, not comments. Sorry, it's 3 in the morning when I work on these videos. But comments do help. I read all the comments. I try to heart most of them. So thank you for that. Liking the video really helps. Let me go. I need some sleep. But enjoy some really awesome fan art next. Bye!